could help me sing this one to Donald Trump. It's a call and response sing-along, pretty easy. It's called You Gotta Be Righteous. Well, I gotta tell you, Mr. Trump, we gotta dump all those policies that make you a Trump. To the hard-working people of this great land. Well, that means you don't lie, you won't steal. Gotta treat the people with respect who are real. Get out of that billionaire state of mind. Here it comes, here it is. You gotta be righteous. Help me out, gotta be righteous.
But I know everyone's asking themselves the major question. What are we going to do to stop Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and Elon Musk from trampling all over the Constitution and taking away our democratic republic? What are we going to do about that? It's more than just protesting, but I can tell you, as someone who used to be an elected official, protest, noise, it is hard to ignore when you're an elected official when the people are asking for something. When people are being loud all across this country, on 4/19, 5 to 6 million people protested in this country. It's a fantastic time to forget all of your political inhibitions, forget every reason why you ever got involved and learn anew. Because we have to be united in this endeavor. That's why this is an effort that welcomes everyone. We just asked 3 principles for everybody involved. But we're committed to inclusion, we're committed to nonviolence, and we're committed to conflict resolution because this movement has to end until Donald Trump and J.D. Vance are out of the White House.
Each and every one of us can make a difference. So I'm going to ask you to do something tonight. I want you to take a moment, sometime today, to meet somebody new and to thank them for being here today. To ask them why they're here and tell them what you're going to do next. You came out tonight, what's next? Is it donating to one of these amazing causes that are helping on the front lines? Is it volunteering and getting out in the community to do something new? Is it bringing a meal to a neighbor who feels overwhelmed? Or supporting a friend so that they can feel strong enough to come out to the next protest? Whatever it might be, let them know what you're going to do next. Because we have to keep up this fight. We got a long road ahead. Thank you all so much for being here.
Those chairs are orange.
They've got the money, but we have the numbers. They've got the lawyers, but we have all of us. And when we stand up, nothing can stop us. When we fight, we win. Our time isn't coming, it's now. And we're just getting started. Thank you. Solidarity.
This is a song from my band Confession Kids. It's called Come and Get Me.
Capital to see who he could kill. Knew the folks who loved to hate were reaching through. So now goodbye sinners, hello suckers, hypocrites and motherfuckers. Everyone to
With that one, since seemingly you don't fuck with crime. I'm so serious, y'all. Do you think in 1886 in Chicago that those anarchists stood on the sidewalks and let people tell them how they were gonna protest and how they were gonna fight for an 8-hour day? Are you kidding me? Get off the goddamn sidewalks. This next song is for the people in the IWW. It's by a man called Pete Seeger. I changed some of the words. But if you know the chorus, please sing it with me. Come all of you good workers, good news to you all tell about how the good union is coming here to return. Which side are you on? Which side are you on? My daddy was a miner, and I'm a miner's son. I'll stick with the union till every battle is won. Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
I took him down like 2 more minutes.
Like, oh, man, I can only see Rocky.
I have no clue. I don't know how that. My dog's taking
You know, hold my hand, did you? Said she was coming.
I suppose it's not, don't worry. For the historical records. Ahora sí, bicicletita, voy por todos lados.
Local solidarity is everything, so is statewide, so is national. Also, who here knows what May Day is all about? Alright. We had extreme police brutality. We were fighting for an 8-hour workday, which is not the most crazy thing in the world. The things we're asking for are not unreasonable. Also, some of the things that we've gotten through our labor battles in history have been through illegal strikes. So let's think about that as we keep going forward. This feels good, right? We're all here together. All solidarity, lots of people. Talk to the people around you. There's no point being here if we're not making community with each other and building new connections. It's cool to wave a sign around, but look around you first.
Furthermore, the UF Police Department recently signed an agreement with ICE that would allow on-campus police to act as immigration officers, perform interrogations and detentions that they otherwise would not be allowed to do. This string of events is the latest in DeSantis' administration and the Trump administration, their efforts to crack down on education, on college campuses as a safe haven, and illegal immigrants in general. This is textbook fascism. Donald Trump has already declared he will unconstitutionally try to run for a third term. This is not okay. He has hiked up funding for Israel's genocide in Gaza, releasing official White House videos, AI generated, of the Gaza Strip flattened and becoming a Trump Tower vacation spot. What does this tell you about the administration's priorities? What does this tell you about how they feel about the Palestinian people, about the struggles of persecuted people around the world? They do not care. Textbook fascism.
Anyone here like the idea of the 8-hour day? And hey, having paid holidays and weekends? All of this is what we have won through the labor movement, and the billionaire class wants to take it all so they can be even richer. The same billionaire class relies on the unpaid and underpaid care work of women. They exploit us all to further benefit and enrich themselves. Women do a majority of the domestic, reproductive, and care work in our country. We bear and raise children, we take care of sick family members and elders, and women of color and immigrant women do the lion's share of this work in industries that underpay and exploit them. But we know this care work is essential to keeping us alive and healthy and to retiring with dignity. And on top of all that, we have to fight for control over our reproductive lives and bodily autonomy. We've been pushed back for 50 years with the abortion ban in Florida, a ban a majority voted to overturn last November. But we do not have a democracy in Florida, do we?
Socialism is a recognition of how our system always has money for war, but never for the poor. This same system and its dominant parties recognize banks that should be utilized to uphold the stability of our nation are too big to fail, but our communities, the people, aren't. The federal minimum wage hasn't changed in decades, but prices have. There are many people in this country who are rightfully frustrated. A dollar doesn't go as far for us as it did for our parents and our grandparents. Food is more expensive, housing is more expensive, but our wages are stagnant. Shame! Shame! Shame!
The community, and our community is being terrorized every single day. Families are being separated, people are being put into ICE detention, they're being disappeared, and this includes people who have been here 10, 20 years, people with families, people with babies, people with pending asylum cases. Don't believe the propaganda. This is not about catching criminals. This is an attack on our immigrant community directly. Working and trying to push the Alachua County Public Schools to stand up in defense of our children and teachers and administrators, because day one of this administration, the internal ICE policy that used to protect schools, churches, places of worship, domestic violence centers, hospitals, public funerals, that was canceled. So schools are now fair game for ICE to enter, interrogate, and even remove children. Of course, our state has handed down guidance to all school districts that they must comply to the fullest with ICE officers, but we know that even though there are so many laws that have been changed and so many policies that have been canceled, the Constitution still exists, the Fourth Amendment still exists, and schools should stand up for their children's safety and at the very least demand that ICE officers identify themselves and provide a judicial warrant before they speak to a child. United will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. But let them hear this loud and clear.
louder. If they try to divide us, we will lock arms in unity. Because when workers rise, democracy rises. And when we fight, we win. So today, we reaffirm our power, not just to protect our rights, but to shape the future. The Constitution may be under threat, but the spirit of justice, of labor, and of people power cannot be broken. Stand strong, stand together, and never stop fighting. Solidarity forever. Thank you. I am an immigrant and a worker and a proud union member of PWU, Progressive Workers Union.
We gather today not in silence, not in fear, but in defiance. The streets are ours. The voice of the people is rising, and no billionaire, no wannabe dictator, no bought and sold politician can silence the roar of justice that you have made echo across this nation. Look around us. This movement is not built off of corporate money or slick PR. It's built on your blistered feet, your raised fists, and your relentless truth. And you've done it for the workers, for the forgotten, and for the ones who've been told to sit down and take it.
It is a critical moment for us to come together, stand side by side, and fight for not only our rights as laborers, but for the rights of all peoples impacted by U.S. imperialism and the unabashed fascistic system. Thank you for allowing me to speak here today, and please feel welcome to come say hi to me if you're interested in hearing more about UCW, what we're doing, get involved, and as well as FSJP, Faculty Staff for Justice in Palestine. And thank you again. Solidarity forever, 70 cents.
It is because your ancestors fought, bled, and died that their children and grandchildren might not have to endure brutal servitude and toil. That said, of course, we know that there is still slavery in our prisons, serfdom, and the brutal exploitation of children all over the world today. Some of it still happens here in our oh-so-developed and civilized nation. As the IWW folk singer Utah Phillips said, the past didn't go anywhere. History ain't a straight line, y'all. It may not repeat itself precisely, but it does rhyme.